Good morning, everyone. Today we will understand osmosis, which is a function of plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, I have explained you earlier that it is a selectively permeable membrane. It is a semi-permeable membrane which protects the cell. It helps in diffusion and osmosis. What do you mean by diffusion? Diffusion is the movement of molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration. Or diffusion is the intermixing of particles is known as diffusion on their own, means spontaneously. And what do you mean by osmosis? Osmosis is the spontaneous, means apne aap, movement of water molecule through a selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. Now, before understanding osmosis, you should know what do you mean by concentration. So let's understand concentration first. So what do you mean by concentration? Concentration is measure of one particular substance in a solution. Still confused? Let us take a container filled with water, and in the another beaker we have salt. When we will add this salt into the container, this will become a solution. Now, the measure of salt present in this solution is the salt concentration, and the measure of water present in this solution is the water concentration. Means concentration किसी भी चीज़ की measure है, means measure करना means नापना कि किसी भी solution में कोई particular substance कितना present है. जैसे हमने जब इस वाटर में सॉल्ट ऐड किया तो हाउ मच सॉल्ट इज प्रेजेंट इन दिस वाटर इज द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सॉल्ट. नाउ लेट्स मूव टुवर्ड्स द ऑस्मोसिस. व्हाट इज ऑस्मोसिस? द मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर अक्रॉस द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द सेल is affected by the amount of substance dissolved in water. Thus, osmosis is the passage of water from a region of higher water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane to a region of lower water concentration. Means, let us consider कि हमने एक बीकर लिया है और उस बीकर में एक साइड में वाटर ज़्यादा है और अनदर साइड में वाटर कम है. Then osmosis and there is a semi-permeable membrane between it. उसके बीच में एक semi-permeable membrane है. Then the movement of molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane, ज़्यादा वाले से कम वाले के साइड में किसके थ्रू? semi-permeable membrane के थ्रू movement is known as osmosis. Now, whenever osmosis occurs, there are three chances. First, it must be a hypotonic solution. Second, it may be a isotonic solution, and the third, there may be a hypertonic solution. Let's understand these three solutions. If the medium surrounding the cell has a higher water concentration, then the cell, that is a solution is very dilute, the cell will gain water by osmosis. What does it mean? It means अगर हमने किसी सेल को किसी सॉल्यूशन में डाला है और उस सॉल्यूशन में सेल के आउटरमोस्ट वाटर कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा है in comparison to inside the cell, then water will move from outside to inside. Water बाहर से अंदर जाएगा. And imagine if water is entering into the cell, अगर किसी सेल के अंदर एंटर करे तो सेल कैसी होगी? The cell is likely to swell up, फूल जाएगी, टर्जिड हो जाएगी, फ्लैसिड हो जाएगी, टर्जिड हो जाएगी. And this process is termed as endosmosis. Endo means inside. So, the movement of water from outside to inside, because of which the cell is likely to swell up, will be termed as endosmosis. Understood? That if outside the cell is water is more, then the water will move from outside the cell to the inside cell. In this case, the cell will swell up. The second kind is isotonic solution. If the medium surrounding the cell is of the same water concentration as the cell, there will be no net movement of the water across the plasma membrane. मीन्स अगर आपने किसी ऐसे सॉल्यूशन में किसी सेल को रखा है जिसमें बाहर वाटर कंसंट्रेशन और सेल के अंदर वाटर कंसंट्रेशन इक्वल है, तो जितना वाटर बाहर जाएगा उतना वाटर अंदर आएगा, मीन्स नेट देयर विल बी ज़ीरो। मतलब अगर हम फाइंड आउट करें कि टोटल कितना गया तो इट विल बी ज़ीरो, क्योंकि जितना बाहर गया उतना ही अंदर आया। Now since the same amount of water will go out and same amount of water will go in, the cell will maintain in same size. There will be no change in the shape of the size whenever it will be kept in the isotonic solution. Now let's move towards the third one, hypertonic solution. If the medium has a lower concentration of water, then the cell, it will be very concentrated solution and the cell will lose water by osmosis. Now imagine if you keep a cell inside a solution in which outer water concentration is less, bahar pani kam hai, and inside the cell water is more, then the cell will lose water. Cell ke andar se pani niklega, and whenever the cell will lose water, imagine what will happen to the cell. The cell will shrink. Cell क्या हो जाएगी? Shrink. And this process is termed as exosmosis. Again, I am explaining that if the medium has a lower concentration of water than the cell, that is if the cell is very concentrated. Remember, जब भी किसी solution में water concentration ज़्यादा होती है तो ऐसे solutions को dilute बोलते हैं. And whenever in a solution the salt concentration is more, that kind of solution is a concentrated solution. So whenever you keep a cell in a concentrated solution, it will lose water, the cell will shrink. Now next is, these three figures show the effect of different solutions on a plant cell. इन तीनों solution में हमने एक plant cell को रखा है. This one is isotonic, means cell के अंदर और बाहर water concentration same है. This one is hypotonic, means outer water ज़्यादा है, so cell will gain water. It will gain water, and since it will gain water, that's why it will swell up. The third one is hypertonic. In this, cell will lose water. Cell क्या करेगी? Lose water, and that's why the cell will shrink. There is a vast importance of osmosis in our day-to-day life because the absorption of water through roots is done with the help of osmosis, as well as the unicellular organism like osmosis absorbs the amount of water from the outside environment is with the help of osmosis. Thank you.